Hi, my name is Paul Hoyt, and I want to thank you for the opportunity to present this elevator pitch workshop to the fine folks at Elite SDVOSB. You know, everybody needs to have an elevator pitch. It's really an essential component of sales. You're going to have the opportunity to talk to people about what you do and the way that you help other people. The question is whether or not you're going to be good at it or not. Your elevator pitch should be clear, concise, powerful, and quick. It should be delivered confidently and passionately. And it must be focused on the value that you bring to your clients in order to get people interested in having further conversations with you. And even most importantly, it must be practiced. You know, when I was first being trained in sales decades ago, my sales trainers told me to practice our pitch 50 times in front of a mirror until it became a part of our bones and became a part of who we are, and we could deliver it off the top of our head anytime, any place, with great passion and great conviction. And that's what I want you to do as well. We're going to talk about 3 different pitch formats today: the simple pitch, the attention-grabbing pitch, and the 6-part pitch, and give you an opportunity to practice each one of them. So let's start with the simple pitch. The simple pitch has 4 components to it. First, you tell people who you are. Then you tell them how you bring value to your customers. Tell them what you're looking for, and then make a request or a call to action. It's very simple. It takes about 20 seconds, and you should be able to create a very good quality one in a short period of time. Let me give you an example. Hi, my name's Paul Hoyt. I'm the CEO of Ascending Harvest. We empower families in developing countries and refugee camps to grow their own food so they can escape the terrible cycle of poor nutrition and poverty. Right now, I'm looking for people to support our crowdfunding campaign. Can I give you some information on that? So those were the 4 components. I introduced myself. I talked to people about what I did. I told them what I was looking for, and I made a request or a call to action. Here's another example. Hi, my name's John Brown. I'm a coach, hypnotherapist, and NLP master from Los Angeles. Simply put, I help people achieve their dreams. I'm looking for folks who want to overcome their blocks and make a lot of progress in a hurry. Do you know anyone like that? Again, the 4 parts. Introduce yourself, tell people what you do, tell people what you're looking for, and then make a request. So there's a couple of quick examples of the very simple pitch. Now we want you to practice it. So we're going to pause the video in just a second, and then I want each and every one of you to come up with your own very simple 4-part pitch and then practice it with your partners. Give it a shot. We'll come back when you're ready. Hi, and welcome back. This is Paul Hoyt, and now we're going to talk about the second of the 3 different types of pitch formats in our workshop today. We're going to talk about the attention-grabbing pitch. Attention-grabbing pitch also has 4 components, but they're not the same as the simple pitch. Step number 1 is the headline, where you make a problem or an opportunity statement, make a declaration, or even ask a question. Then you introduce yourself and talk to people about how you solve the problem or help them take advantage of the opportunity that you talked about in the headline, and then you make your request. Let me give you a sample attention-grabbing pitch. Every year, thousands of teenagers die in alcohol-related accidents. I'm Jane Brown from Dallas, and I'm passionate about teaching children how to make great decisions, life-saving decisions, when it comes to drinking and driving. I'm looking for speaking opportunities in high schools across America. Do you know anyone I can talk to about speaking for them? So Jane talked about a tremendous problem, and this is a problem in the United States, about teenagers drinking and driving, talked about who she was and introduced herself, and then asked for speaking opportunities in high school across America. Here's another sample attention-grabbing pitch. One of the most important things in business, something that will absolutely determine your success or failure, is your ability to build a great team. My name's Pete Smith. I'm a leadership coach from Montana. I help people figure out what team members they need right now, and then I help them hire the people they need to be successful. Who do you know who wants to build a great team for their business? Again, we talk about the opportunity in this particular case. One of the most important things in business is building a great team. Talked about how Pete helps people do exactly that and then make a request. Here's a third example of an attention-grabbing pitch. Did you know that over 1 billion people go to bed hungry every night? That's just not right. I'm Paul Hoyt, the CEO of Ascending Harvest. Our company makes human-powered hydroponic systems that allow families to grow their own food even if they have no experience, no soil, very little water, and no electricity. We're looking for people to support our crowdfunding campaign. Can I give you some information on that? Again, we wanted to grab your attention with a rather dramatic true statement that over 1 billion people go to bed hungry every night. And that's just not right. I want you to come up with your own headline, something that you can be passionate about, something that you can be emotional about, because it's that emotional connection that will grab people's attention. Introduce yourself, talk about how you can solve that problem or help people take advantage of that opportunity, and then make a request. We're going to pause the video, and I want you to try it for yourselves, and when you come back, we'll talk about the third kind of pitch. The third kind of pitch that we have is the 6-part pitch. The 6-part pitch has 6 parts. The first part is the headline, just like the attention-grabbing pitch. Then comes a credibility statement, which tells people why you have earned the right to talk to them. This is oftentimes important whenever you're doing a cold call or introducing yourselves at a network meeting, because you want people to really see the value in listening to you further. If you don't establish credibility right off the bat, they might just tune you out after 2 or 3 seconds. Then we talk about the target, the people that we work with and help and serve. We talk about how we help them, which is the product or service that you have, and then talk about the results that you help them get before concluding with a question or a request. Here's a sample 6-part pitch. If you're in business for yourself, you have to sell. It's not something you can completely delegate to others. My name's Joe Jones, and I've been a sales trainer for 14 years. I've worked with business owners who want to improve their sales results, and through my cost-effective information products, group coaching programs, and community calls, I've helped over 10,000 people dramatically improve their sales success. Do you see value in that for yourself? In this particular pitch, Joe Jones makes a declaration. He says simply, when you're in business, you have to sell for yourself. It's not something you can delegate to others. It's not a real statement of a problem. It's not a statement of an opportunity. It's a simple declaration of what he considers to be a known fact. Then he introduces himself and says why you should pay attention to him, because he's been in business as a sales trainer for 14 years. He tells who he works with and what he does for them, the methods that he has, how he helps his clients. And then he talks about the results that he helps them achieve, which is, in this case, dramatically increasing their sales success. And then makes a request, which I believe is one of the most powerful questions in all of business. Do you see value in that for yourself? Immediately, you see whether or not this person is a prospect, a tire kicker, or somebody who just wants to blow you off entirely. So I want you to practice that question in your 6-part pitch. Do you see value in that for yourself? If you're in sales and you're making a sales pitch to somebody, I will tell you that that's one of the most valuable questions that you can ever ask to somebody to see whether or not they're a real prospect for you. Let me give you another example, and the last example I'm going to give you of a 6-part pitch. 1 billion people suffer from malnutrition because they have no way to get all the food that they need. I'm Paul Hoyt, the CEO of Ascending Harvest. My partner, Shane McKenna, is an inventor, artist, and engineer and has been working on this problem for the past 31 years. He invented human-powered hydroponics, a system that allows families to grow their own food even if they have no experience, no soil, very little water, and no electricity. We want to work with charities who are committed to helping families in developing countries and refugee camps and give them the opportunity to empower the families they serve to grow their own food. Do you have any connections to African charities? So in this particular example, the request at the end is very, very specific, and I don't care whether or not a lot of people respond to this pitch. I'm just looking for a few people who have connections to African charities in this case. And by the way, this really is a real pitch of mine, and one that I give periodically at networking events. Now I want you to try it too. This is going to take a little bit longer, but practice this 6-part pitch for yourself. Come up with a headline, a credibility statement. Tell us who it is that you serve and how you serve them. Talk about the results that you help them achieve, and then ask a question or a call to action. So do that now, and then we'll come back one more time and tie this all up. Hi, and welcome back. We talked about 3 different forms of elevator pitch today. We talked about the simple pitch, the attention-grabbing pitch, and the 6-part pitch. And I just want to remind you of some of the things we talked about when we started. Having a pitch is an essential component of sales. It's an essential component of business. Everyone needs to have one, and it's really helpful if you have a quality one that's clear, concise, powerful, and quick, that can be delivered confidently and passionately, that focuses in on the value that you bring to your clients and that you have practiced many, many times. Again, looking in a mirror and practicing your pitch 50 times will help it really sink into your heart so that you can deliver it powerfully, confidently, and effectively anytime that you want. Maybe when you jump on that elevator and find out that the prospect that you've been trying to get a hold of for 40 years is right there in front of you, and you've got 15 seconds to make a very important impression. So practice your pitch. I know that you'll have better business because of it. Thanks again. This is Paul Hoyt presenting the Elevator Pitch Workshop to the Elite SDVOSB. Hope to talk to you soon.